All right. So basically what we're going to start out with is feet are wide, and we're dropping down, and you're bending a lot. Let your head drop, and then start to straighten the legs. So inversions, when your head is lower than your heart, is also considered kind of a, it could be a detox. It could, it's just really getting space in your spine, allowing for deeper breath. Come up, take the arms up into the air, and then clasp hands behind the back, squeeze shoulder blades together, bend the knees again, drop down, straighten the legs, lower the head, yep, take your arms up, 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 bend the knees, and come up, extending. We'll do one more like that. We're going to bring our legs closer in, though. Bend the knees, drop down, straighten, and looking at your knees, not locking out, of course. Taking arms up overhead, stretch your hamstrings, and coming on up. Good. Going really wide here, and we're going to drop down, stretching the inner thighs, and shifting side to side, side to side. Coming up. And then bringing your legs closer in together, and we'll have a right foot over the other. We've done this before, so it's like a standing twist. Your right foot in front of the other. Your left toes are under the right instep. Your arms are up overhead. And then twist in the direction of the front leg, my right leg. I'm turning to the right. Twist, and come forward. Exhale, twist right, and extend your arms. Look at your right palm, and breathe. Exhale, and come back to center. We'll do the other side. Left foot in front of the other, and you really want to work this forward leg. This is my left leg. And arms are up overhead. Breathe in. Exhale, twist to the left. Keep your hands on your elbows. Look to center. Inhale. Exhale. So the exhalation, you can see it's kind of like a detox. You're moving. You're going to extend your arms and look at your left palm, and there's some balance involved. Breathe in. Exhale. And come back to center. Go wide with the legs, and we're going to start out kind of slow here, where you can see I extend one leg, heel up, and really moving. You can go faster. When you look forward, if you have any kind of dizziness, vertigo, just keep looking forward. If you can, turn in the direction of the straight arm. Okay. And there's a nice twist, okay? Pause, we're going to add the breath. So I'm going to just kind of show it. I'm coming closer in. It goes, it's kind of a funny noise. So you shorten you press on the glottis. It's all through the nose. And then you take a quick breath in. So the exhalation is on the twist. You almost don't even have to think about the inhalation. It just happens. And really work at loosening the upper spine. Keep doing a few more. I'm going to turn that heat off. And then finally, release. Good. And then from here, we're coming to a forward fold. So this is very interesting. This is like, according to Iyengar, this is digestion. So you go fairly wide, and your toes are facing forward. We've done this many, many times. You might want to block or no block, okay? And what you're doing is, usually we walk the hands forward, but on this one, you keep your wrist under shoulders, okay? And if you were at a wall, your heel and your sits bones would be at the wall. if you look at photos of Iyengar doing this, he arches his back. It's not rounded, it's arched. It's not straight, it's arched. So I want you to imagine you can take your tailbone up, drop your heart center, and you're looking, maybe you're just kind of looking ahead of your hands, perhaps. So according to BKS Iyengar, this pose is excellent for digestion. It's an interesting, I mean, that cracks me up, actually, because, I mean, it's clearly written in the Yoga Bible. BKS Iyengar, Light on Yoga is the name of the book. Great for digestion. So what I think it does is it just kind of creates this space, like you're creating space around digestive organs, and you're breaking tension in the legs. You're extending your back. Take another round of breath. Don't tense up your neck. Breath in. Exhale. You want to feel the front of your body long, the back of your body contracted. We're going to add a little more to this, okay? So now your left hand is center, and it's windmill. So if you want to use a block, you may use the block, or hand is down, left hand down, right arm up, center. And you can keep your arm up like this. You could reach your low back, or right hand reaches for left inside thigh. Roll your right shoulder back and breathe. And then what you could also do is take your left hand to your right foot, or bring your block over and twist more deeply. So you're still trying to keep your back straight. Your head is no longer center. You went over towards the right, and breathe. Release, second side. Right hand down, start out with windmill, left arm comes up and twist. See if you can be light on your lower hand. Breathing in. Exhale. And if you want to go deeper, you start to take your, let's say, left hand to your right thigh, perhaps, and then perhaps right hand to left foot, extend, and breathe. Deep breath in, exhale. And release and come on up. Good work. And then heels, toes, heels, toes, heels, toes, heels, toes. Good work. So we come to a squat, and it's going to depend on you. We'll do both ways. So some are modifying the squat. So if you're modifying, let's just do both ways. We're going to modify. Left hand might be on a block or right on the mat, and right arm comes up. Come down, right hand down, and left arm comes up. If you can go deeper, you go deeper, and in which case left arm extended, and I press left arm against my left knee as I reach my right arm up. You're opening upper thoracic. Come down, other side, left arm up, look up, and breathe. Maybe your heels are down, and come out. Hands on the inside ankle around to the outside. Maybe you're going to keep your knees bent a lot. Maybe you'll straighten. Let your neck completely relax. Breathe in. Exhale. You might stay there, or right hand comes up, and the hands connect. Left hand comes through the legs, and you wrap. You're wrapping the left thigh. Roll your shoulder back, look upward, and breathe. We're going to bend the knees again and bring your arms through. Left arm comes up. Wrap your right leg, holding and straightening the legs, and breathe. Inhale. Exhale. And bend the knees and come on up. Good work. All right. Mm-hmm. And then, so now we have Uddiyana Bandha, which is breathing. And if Uddiyana Bandha, if it's irritating to do this breathing, you just take a nice deep breath, okay? So hands mid to upper thigh. And then we're going to take a deep breath in through the nose. Open your mouth, exhale loudly. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep the breath out. Pull the belly in. Create a suction. Chin to chest. Pelvic floor muscles strong. And then inhale. Breaking the seal. I'm going to do that one more time. Breath in. Exhale through the mouth. Keep the breath out. Pull the belly sharply in. Create a vacuum. Breaking the seal. Coming up. Good. So that one works. That works the detox. That works digestion. That works deep core. So that one's like that's doing them all. All right. So we're going to come down onto our backs and working some different ones here. So when we come onto our back, let's see. Let's have a block handy. Bring the block to the thighs. And just take a moment to do some pelvic tilt. So you inhale, there's space. Exhale, press your back down into the mat. Inhale, space. Exhale, press your back down into the mat. Squeeze into the block and press your back down and engage pelvic floor muscles. Again, inhale. Exhale, pelvic floor muscles strong, right? So it's like these contractions that you're making. And then release. You're contracting muscles. And then you probably can do this as well. You take your legs up off the mat. If your hands need help, your hands are there, or hands are under your head. Squeeze into the block. Press your back down. Don't tighten your neck. Inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze into the block. Pelvic floor muscles strong. Back pressing down into the mat. Inhale, release. Try to keep 90 degree at the hip and at the knee. One more. Exhale, press, breathe, squeeze, and release. So we're going to go a little wider. So some are okay having the block very narrow for bridge. I'm not. So I don't know. It's never worked for me. So I go just to the second width. So see what works for you. And if none of those work, then don't do them. Just do your bridge without. What I don't want is your back to feel restricted or pinched. And so you press. And as you press, what I like about the block is it makes this movement very muscular, right? So it is about opening, and we want to create space in digestive organs, but we're also talking about deep core. So in this case, it would be like your back muscles so strong. And you could have your palms flat, you could clasp hands, you could tuck shoulders underneath you, but really press into the block. Use your legs in this new way. Yeah. Breath in. Exhale. Create space in the digestive organs. Release. Come out. And once you come out, we'll go to happy baby because it's like the best counter pose. Stretch your lower back. Go wide with your knees. Breath in. Exhale. And then soles of the feet are together. And as you're here, hands are right onto the belly. And breathing in. Exhale. Clearing the mind. Again, breath in. Exhale. So again, you've created space in your digestive organs. One more breath in. Exhale. Let's go ahead and interlace fingers, press palms up overhead so you get to stretch into the lung area, creating space. And then from here, we're going to start out, right knee is bent, right foot on left knee. We come to an easy twist, really easy twist. Keep your right shoulder down and twist. You could arrange it so your left hip is center line of your body. You know, and if you're kind of wondering about that, you take left hip more to the right, and you'll feel that, like it's a more even spiral. And breath in. Exhale. Now, if you want to go deeper, you're going to straighten your leg. You're going to take, maybe using a strap or left hand, to right foot and come over into this deeper twist. So twists detoxify. Breathe in. Exhale. They also work digestion. They work the digestive organs. Pushing out through the heel. Come out. And then once you're out, just realign, take a breath in, exhale, lift. So I'm not holding, I'm reaching. And it might be that if your neck needs assistance, you're holding, or you're holding your head, or you're just reaching for your foot. Breath in, exhale, and lower the leg. We have second side, bending the knee, reach across, twist, shift your right hip over to the left, get your left shoulder down, and stretching. Feel how it's like that sponge that gets wrung out, your body gets wrung out, and after twists, we always want to drink water, after class. It's good to drink some water, part of the cleanse process. Breathing in, exhale. And then some of you are going to extend. You're holding your left leg, straightening it out, and stretching the hip, and breathe. Pushing out through the heel. One more breath here. Inhale and exhale. We come back through center. And once we come back through center, take a moment, lengthen, reach up. So again, if you need support, hold your head. If you can, you're reaching. Breath in. Exhale. Try and get your shoulder blades right up off the mat. And release your head down. Release the legs. Good work. Good work. From here, we're going to come right up to sitting. And once to sitting, we're taking the right knee. So there's going to be different ways of working this, right? So it could be anywhere from, wow, I really need assistance, I'm going to have my knee on a block, to saying, no, I'm fine, just like this. You're going to be going forward. Use a strap if you need to. Some can go into Ardha Padmasana, so your foot is on your left thigh. And if you're doing that, some go here, it's okay, but the eventual goal is to bring your foot to the crease at your hip and reach the arms up. It's called Maha, Mudra, Asana. So you'll see, Maha means great, Mudra is like a gesture, a seal. You reach for your foot, you want to keep your back straight, and you're going to take a breath in through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Draw the belly in, tuck your chin in, create a hollow. Pelvic floor muscles strong. On the hollow, extend. Look at your foot again or look forward. And then inhale, release. If I'm doing it, if I'm talking, I'm not doing it. But I'm going to try this next time. If this doesn't make sense, just nice deep breathing. The second time, I am going to go even deeper, which means right hand holds left foot. Okay, and breathe in. Reach for your foot. Both hands are one. Inhale, coming up. And then you twist towards your bent knee. You're twisting. And so it could be right hand is down or right hand is still holding your left foot as you turn. It's multi-level, right? This can be done so many ways. Just so you know, you're exhaling and it's on the empty then you pull your stomach in and you create a vacuum. And that's the part that strengthens your abdominals and does the purification work, that cleansing. One more breath here in your twist. Breath in. Exhale, we're coming to side plank. Your side plank could be as easy as taking a knee down and coming over, okay? Any way you want to work. I'm going to suggest being on your elbow and both legs extending, lower leg off the mat, the calf muscles off the mat. Reach, inhale. Ooh, some of you can go into a fancy tree. Tree on its side. Breath in. Exhale. And lower. So we have a second side. I'll just turn this way. Extending. You do what you did on the other side, okay? And see what is possible. I think I'll go this way. Reach up, inhale. Exhale, reach. Instead of rounded back, lengthen in. Exhale through the mouth. Exhale all the way, pull your belly in. Inhale. Arms up overhead again. Exhale. Tuck your chin into chest, pelvic floor muscles engaged. Pull the belly in, and then extend your back. Inhale. And twist. So as you twist, any of the variations you did, I should be doing that same variation. Okay. And as you're here looking back, and breathe. And twist. And then we're going to add the side plank. So do the variation you did on side one, coming into the pose. And breathe. Exhale. Breath in, deep core work. Exhale. And releasing. Good work. Okay. So from here, we'll come right to child's pose. And as you're in child's pose, just take a moment to stretch your arms forward, head down. From the hands and knees, we're going to take right hand to the right side of your head, lift your elbow, so this gives you upper body mobility, and right elbow down. You could even go through, keeping your hand on your head like you're doing thread the needle, and then come up and lift your elbow. Exhale, come through. Inhale, press up. Last one. Exhale, come through. And the other side, left hand on the left side of your head, lift the elbow. Drop down. Elbow comes through, shoulder, maybe you're getting your shoulder down, and then press up, elbow reaches up, exhale, come through. Inhale, reach up, exhale, come through, last one. And from there, we're coming back to downward facing dog. And what I'd like to do, I'm not going to show you, we're going to do this together, and then later I'll show you, because I think that's when we have the questions, after we've done it. If you're just watching, you're like, but if you've done it, then you'll really have the questions. So we go back, downward facing dog. Good, breathing in. Exhale. You're going to take your right leg up in the air, bend your right knee, bring your knee towards your nose, and shift your weight forward so your shoulders are over the line of the wrist. Bring your right leg at an angle as if you're coming to pigeon, but you're not. Drop the knee close to the floor, like it's going to hover, it's going to touch, but lightly, and then pull straight up, round your back. Drop down, and pull straight up. Let's do the other side, and we'll talk about it. Left leg comes up. Left knee comes towards your nose. You stack your weight over your wrists. Left foot at an angle. Drop your knee down and pull up. Drop your knee down and pull up and go back. Let's come onto the belly. Come right onto your elbows. So you're off your wrists. Pause for a moment. Have your feet touching down. The feeling should be that that's intense. And a lot of people go into it and they're like, I'm pretty good at this. But I think when you do it correctly, it can be very challenging, okay? So here you are in Sphinx, and maybe adjusting yourself so that you can see me, okay? Because I'm going to show, this is how I learn, so I think it's a good way to learn. You try something. Like if people say, oh, watch, this is what we're going to do. And I'm like, oh, it looks so easy, you know? Oh, he makes it look so easy. And then you go and try it, and you're like, oh, wait a minute, what am I doing? So now you kind of have a feel for what you did. You're watching, you're in Sphinx, or you're coming to Cobra watching. So you're in downward facing dog, and your right leg comes up. You could point the toe or flex, and then you start to bend the knee. Shoulders move forward, your back rounds like cat, and your knee comes at an angle, okay? And then your arm is as close to the leg as possible, and then drop down and lift straight up. Drop down and lift straight up around your back. And then we do other side. So let's try that again. We're going to go back. I'll do my left leg this time. Come all the way back to downward facing dog. Let's start with the left, okay? Go back. And take your left leg up into the air. Draw the knee in towards your nose. Stack your weight over your arms. Bring your left leg at an angle. Drop the knee down lightly, and then pull back up. Really lift up through your back. Again, drop down. Use your core. Lift. It's kind of the same lift you do in crow. Come back. Rest it out if you need to, or second side. Right leg up in the air. Knee comes in at an angle. Good, good. You're stacking all your weight over. Ooh, that looks good, Doug. And then your leg is at an angle and drop down. It's not going to rest. Your knee's going to touch down and then pull it up using your core, rounding your back. You guys are great. Drop the knee down. Good. And pull your pelvis up. And then come all the way back to downward facing dog. You did it. You survived. Let's walk or spring to the front of your mat. And then from the front of the mat, we're going to have the feet together. Utkatasana, chair. We're going to drop down. Oh, the legs are strong. But we're all happy to be off the wrists. We're like, we'll do anything, anything. Tell me what you want me to do. I'll do it. Come into chair. Strong through the core. Breath in. Exhale. So the twists are different for everyone. We're going to the right. It might be that you're upright. Oh, it might be that you take your elbow across knee. And you never know. Some draw one arm down and one arm up, but the arm is caught on the outside arm, outside leg. Breathe in. Exhale. Come out. Swing the arms up. Reach. Palms touch. Create space. That's good for the digestion also. And then, this is not the class you want to have eaten a little snack before class, right? Okay, second side. And drop down. And reach. Bend the knees. And extend. Utkatasana, chair. Breathing in. Exhale. Remember all the ways. Do what you did on the first side. Elbow across knee, palms touching. Twist. And maybe your arm comes down. Yep, extend and breathe. And release and reach the arms up. And hands to heart center. So I'd be curious to know, I mean, the way we're working, at least my experience of it is, I get really warm the way we are working. Let me see, I'm trying to, yeah, okay. You really generate some heat. So we have Crescent Moon, okay? So I'm getting my blanket for my knee, okay? And we're going to start out right foot forward, left knee down. I always do this. After you're in it, I say, have a strap handy, okay? I just want to see you reach for it. All right. Have a strap handy, and let's go ahead and make a loop, a foot loop. How big will it be? Just, big enough for your foot, and just have it by your foot. We'll be using that, okay? And from here, you're coming forward, stretching, hip flexor. And we're going to reach the arms up. Palms are together. And you can also bend your elbows and take your hands to your back. So for some, that's a really good tricep stretch. Look straight ahead of you and breathe. We're going to do the strap thing. So it's called the strap thing. For some, it's the hardest thing. How do you loop your foot? You're going to loop your foot. And you have you're going to keep your leg down. This first one, you just keep your foot down. You can see what I'm doing. I'm holding the strap. I'm going to keep my elbow close in, bend the elbow. And then when I come up, I have a really strong opening here. The other hand reaches for the strap. You might be upright. Maybe you can come forward. And some find they can arch a little more. Some are just looking straight ahead. Some can walk the hands further down the strap and breathe. Elbows are really coming closer together. Arms are alongside your ears and breathe. Back off. Some of you can go deeper. A little balance involved. Maybe you can bend your knee. Okay? And don't worry. If you can't, you can't. It's a little more advanced, right? So you never know. If your foot comes up off the floor, you're there. Breathing in. Exhale. Elbows close together. Maybe you can look up. When you're done, you drop the strap and you twist. Upright or prayer balance. I know the loop is still in place. Ooh, maybe you can free your foot. And prayer balance. Breath in. Exhale. Knee down. And let's come back to child's pose. You could go to downward facing dog if you want. I know that's a lot of intensity, so I think, maybe child's pose is what this pose calls for. So breathe in. Exhale. And again, breath in. Exhale. We have a second side. So let's see. I'll go the other way. Now, I know, you already know, you're like, I'm going to loop my foot first because it's not easy to loop the foot. So maybe you'll just have it looped. It's there. It's your left. God, I have to think about it. It's your right foot being looped. And your left foot is forward. Okay. Other side. So let's forget about the leg for a moment. Let's come into Crescent Moon and breathe. Extend, and why not? You could say, oh, what is it like to bend the elbows? What is it like to take my hands to my shoulders and breathe? What is it like to open the hip flexor by pressing forward? And then we're going to reach for the strap, keeping the foot down. Reach and reach. And Your arms are not splayed, but right up alongside ears. Point your elbows up to the sky and look up if you can. But your hands are kind of one hand over the other holding the strap. The strap feels taut. Your foot has to work to stay down. Release. And then if balance allows, maybe you're just going to keep doing what you're doing, or you could bend. You need knee padding, right? And then you're balanced. You walk your hands down the strap and look upward and breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Release. Let it go. You can keep the strap in place. You have a twist. You could be upright or elbow across knee, palms together, or maybe extending your leg. I still have my foot looped. And breathe. And release and come on out. Okay, so once again, downward facing dog is fine, or child's pose, that's what I'm gonna do. And just come on back and breathe. Take a moment here. Let's take the hands over to one side. And if I went to my left, so I'm gonna pull my right hand and give my right side torso length. Walk across the other way. Grab hold of the other wrist, lower your head, and breathe. Great. And then come right back to center. So here's what I would like to do. I would like to do intense quad stretch at the wall. And some of you are like, too bad I don't have wall space because there's furniture everywhere, okay? And that might be a blessing, right? Or we're gonna take the mat to the wall. Now, if you're like, well, what about me? What am I gonna do? You could do your Crescent Moon again, or you could come to Warrior One. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that up to you. Or you're moving to a wall. Doors work great. Doors work out. Hallways work, but you probably want to see the screen. Okay, let me see. Away from the outlet. Okay, and I'll move my mat. Okay. So on this, one nice thing is that the further you are from the wall, the easier. The closer to the wall, the more intense. Okay, it's quad stretch. And Wally, I wonder, yeah, it's like, oh boy, here we go. So usually when you go forward, that's hip flexor, and when you go back, it's the quad. And sometimes it's all bundled in one big giant knot, and you can't discern one from the other, it just is. And let's just see, maybe you can extend the arms. Maybe you can reach your head back and breathe. It's, again, if you don't have the wall space, it's okay. You can do Warrior One, and that's good. Breathe in, or you can do a repeat of Crescent Moon. Oh, okay. We're not going to hold too long. You're going to come down, and from here, we're going to twist. So I'm turning towards the bent knee, right hand on my low back, or right arm up into the air. If you're at the wall, you could also push into the wall to give yourself a better stretch. Release. So if you're at the wall, you could do downward facing dog, okay, because the wall is there. And you can push heels into the wall, or maybe your heels push into the floor. And then child's pose. Take a moment, breath in, exhale. And we have a second side. So now my other knee, that would be my right knee, is back. Remember, further from the wall makes it easier. And as we're here, just easing your way into it. And whichever you did on side one, you're carrying it over. Some are able to reach up and breathe. Good work. And then again, we're going to come forward, and there's a twist. So you could turn, you could reach your arm up. You could also take your hand. So this is my left leg. I'm turning to the left. Or you could also take your hand and push against the wall. It gives you a different twist. More of a quad stretch again. Or hip flexor. We're going to release, and your choice, downward facing dog or coming right to child's pose. So press back, breathe, exhale. And then all of us, let's go ahead and come forward. If you're at the wall, you're moving away from the wall, and you're going to come to upward facing dog, or maybe you're in to avoid upward facing dog. You could come to plank. Good. Breathing in, exhale, and then knees down and press back, stretching your back. Okay. So this next one, you don't necessarily have to be at the wall. Okay, I'm going to show two ways. One not at the wall and then one at the wall. Okay. So we're all going to do the first way first. So your legs are extended, remember deep core. And again, I'm not really at the wall here. My feet aren't touching the wall. And then reach up. You tuck in, you roll back, you're moving back. Your heels probably gliding across your mat. And then come up and extend. Do that again. Curl back. And come up. You could continue that. Now, if you have a wall, you're going to the wall, your heels are on the mat, bald foot on the edge there, on the wall. Knees are bent on the trim, that's what I meant to say. And then you're coming back and push, and then come up. Exhale, push. Good. And come up. And last one, push your feet into the wall, reach back, legs straighten, and then coming up. We're coming onto our backs. So again, if you want to move to where you were in the center of the room, that's fine. I'm just going to stay here. I don't need the wall at this point, but I'll just stay here. And let's see, we're going to go through the dry run of this, and then we'll do it, okay? So the dry run, what does that mean? Come up onto your elbows, really on your elbows, and you see your elbows under your shoulder, and lift. That's my right elbow, so my right leg lifts, my left hand reaches, right foot. Release, do the other side. You're on your elbows, right hand, left foot, reach. This point, I'm holding. Let's do it again. Reach. Now I don't want to touch. I'm going to just kind of reach. And down, lift, and reach. Now, if this is enough core work for you, cool. Stay here. Keep doing this. Or you're going to come to it from lying down. Okay? So what you want to do is you're going to prepare it. Your right elbow is going to be pushing you up. Okay? Let's try that part. Right elbow is going to push you up, and down. Do that again, same side. Up and down. Okay, do the other side. This isn't how many you do, it's doing them really well because it's yoga. Right arm up, breathe in, push and lift and down. You're reaching right hand to the left, up and down. Okay, you could do that again or with the leg. Left arm up overhead, your right leg's gonna be coming up. Breathe in, exhale, lift and down. We're gonna do one more. Breathe in, exhale up and down. Second side, right arm up overhead. Take a breath in. Right arm, left leg up, left elbow helps to push you up and down. Pause, breathe in. Last one, exhale, press up and down. Pause for a moment. We're going to take soles of the feet together. Deep core work, but now your belly is relaxed, everything is relaxed. Breathe in, exhale. And breath in and exhale. You could stay as you are. Maybe you're like, whoa, what happened today? I know it can be an intense workout. You could also come to floating bridge with your block at your sacrum on your back. You could also work the block under your upper back. And you could work with 2 blocks for Dec Asana. Yeah, so let's go ahead and I just saw the note. Can you believe it? Yeah, it's warm. I just saw that. Yeah. It's amazing how that happens. And it's just the way we work today. Yeah. So the block, different ways, right? Block under sacrum is going to be the easiest. You might say, gosh, I don't know what happened today. I have to say, sometimes I feel a little bad. Like if my life's intense and the classes are a little more intense. So you're on this journey with me, like it or not. And so, it's sort of like it all kind of works together, right? I mean, really, it just feels to me like these times call for, sort of like intense times. Not just my life. It's sort of like they're intense times. And so, maybe digestion, detox, and deep core just works with the times. And I think intuitively this is what we all need. It's just like sort of an intuitive thing. Let's come out. Again, you might be there, but I am going to bring my block under my upper back. And we'll take another round of breath here. The workshop that is coming up is January 9th. It's a Saturday, and it's in keeping with this. It's at 10:30, same link, but it's 2 hours long, restorative. We found the hour and a half was really short. And it's part of your membership. All right, we're going to start to bend the knees, roll to one side, and from here, let's see what time it is. We're going to come to Shavasana. So I would like, some of you are at the wall. You could take legs up the wall. How perfect is that? Or you can just come to Shavasana. I think in the middle of the room, if you are bringing your legs up, it's not a fun thing to do for 6 minutes, you know what I mean? But if you are at the wall, I don't know if it's fun, but it's very doable. And you could stay there for a long period of time because the wall is really supporting you. So do what feels right, relaxing and breathing. Feeling today's work and it is a practice. It is a practice. It's your yoga practice. Can we do everything perfectly? No. Are there going to be poses that will forever be difficult? Maybe. Sometimes we get really good at different poses. Sometimes the poses remain challenging. And as you're here, take your time relaxing your body. Take time to be present as we go deeper and deeper towards the solstice, the darkest days ahead. But then, after the 21st, after next Monday, everything starts opening up again. So when we meet next Tuesday, we'll meet on Thursday this week, but next Tuesday we'll have a few extra minutes to our day, a few extra minutes of sunlight. Completely relax your back. Completely relax your neck. Completely relax your shoulders, your face. Completely relax your mind. The greatest challenge is to simply be, to clear the mind, to follow the breath. Begin to deepen your breathing, moving your hands, moving your feet. And as you're ready, you'll make your way to one side and gradually make your way over to sitting. And I hope your home feels very cozy today because it's got one of those damp days, dark. Yeah, so we got to have light inside, and it's nice, like Meredith, you have all those windows and really brings in the light, doesn't it? Okay, so we're going to end our session with an Om. Let's go ahead and do 3 Oms. Take a breath in. Oh, and you can turn your audio back on. Turn your video on as you like.